Welcome to Tuber Chat. If you have less than 10,000 subscribers, you have come to the right place. We are going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators. Get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. So thank you everyone for joining, especially so early. Let's get rid of a couple of our windows here. I was just watching a premiere from Georgia Bulldogs. It happens to be our featured channel for today, but they happened to do a premiere right before we came on, unboxing the Xbox One S. So I'm fully jealous watching that. We've got a good handful of people here right now, so forgive me for being a moment late there, but we have got hopefully still Cyberlife and Shen and Zhen in here. Dana Kirby Queen, thanks for coming back. Rose Sadu, one of the superstars on the rise, of course, is here. Life Through Our Eyes 303, it's good to see you again. Sonia and Chado, thanks for coming back. Oh, Be Amazing Sylvia, it's your first time in Tuber Chat? It's funny, Be Amazing Sylvia and I have been connected probably on my personal channel for quite some time, but this is your first time. I thought you had been through Tuber Chat on one of the live streams earlier, but forgive me for being wrong about that, and that's okay, but I'm happy that you're here now, because you're going to meet some new friends and family members. That's what we're all here for. In the meantime, please, everybody, don't be shy. Everybody's here to connect. We are all here for the same thing, so reach out to anybody that you want to in the chat. And the way that we connect here is you visit a channel one by one, watch a short video in full. It must be at least a minute long. Leave a meaningful comment related to the content of that video, and that should be at least a couple of sentences long. And then you give the creator a thumbs up always. And if you enjoyed their content, then you subscribe to them. We subscribe to everybody at Tuber Chat. And then you come back into the chat here, leave a single or double emoji next to their name. That lets them know that you've connected, and then they can turn around and do the same thing for your channel. So we got a lot of more familiar faces in the house. Georgia Bulldogs, like I said, is our featured channel for today. Blogs and Fiction, I'm happy to see you. I don't think this is your first time through Tuber Chat, but I hope that you can spend a little bit of time and meet some friends and family members, but I'm very happy to see you here. Kay Renee comes back to us again and again. JD Knight 7, it's always good to have you in the chat. I'm just making sure I haven't skipped over anybody. If I do skip over you or you feel like I've missed you, I certainly don't mean to. I will get to you as long as you're still active in the chat. Cyberlife, I'm glad that you're still here, so thank you for coming so early. I really appreciate that. Let's get Cyberlife onto the wheel. I'm not going to worry about the wheel for a few minutes. One of my intentions while we're doing all the things that we do with Tuber Chat is to try to be as informative as possible. And I know I don't mention it enough, but if you have questions or things that I could possibly help you with, I learn from creators of all sizes every day, and I just love this stuff. For those of you who don't already know, I'm a professional channel manager. That's how I got my start on YouTube a few years ago. And I have a couple of million views and well over 10,000 subscribers, and it's growing and all this kind of stuff between a few channels. But like I said, I learn from people every day, creators of all sizes. And what I would like to do is share that knowledge with you so that you can add it to the things you already know and the things you're going to learn moving forward, so that you can make the best decisions for your own channel. So if there's something that you think of that I can help you with, especially when it comes to watch hours, we want to put a lot of focus on that. And one of the simplest things you can do when you're in need of watch hours, if you need them or if you know somebody who does, you can make an arrangement to swap playlists with somebody. And what that basically means is that you are willing to run a playlist of their videos, they are willing to run a playlist of your videos. And you can imagine if you eventually have a playlist that's got 5 or 10 or 20 or more hours, and you get a lot of people to run that playlist, your hours can really stack up. And this is a way that we can speed things along legitimately, so that we can get closer to that 4,000 watch hours if you still need them. I do have an announcement. So my personal channel is monetized now, And I know that might seem like a small accomplishment for somebody who has claims of, managing other channels, but I didn't start working on mine until January of this year. Wanted to decide what I wanted to do, and I use my personal channel for experimenting, and Tuber Chat is really my love and focus right now, where I can help other creators like all of us move forward even faster. What I'd like is for everything that we're doing to be easier for you and easier for the new people who come in after us than it was for us. So, like I said, if there's anything that I can help with, then by all means, please ask. CyberLife only has 12 hours. That's okay. We all start with 0. And, we've got it takes a long time to get to the 4,000 hours that you need, but we can speed it up. And through Tuber Chat, as well as, my personal journey over the last several months, I've met lots and lots of people who are willing to run playlists and willing to get you there as fast as you possibly can. So all you have to do if you want to swap playlists with anybody is just leave a message in the chat right now, letting people know you're willing to run playlists for people, and then other creators will get back to you, and you're free to make your own arrangements that way. The other thing, too, is we have other things built for you so that when we're not live streaming, you can continue to nurture your relationships and grow your channel. Things like Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, as well as we have a dedicated subreddit where anybody can post their videos. And it's a very small community right now. So the good news about that is when you post something, it actually gets seen by everybody there. So that's a help. And then we have a dedicated thread within our subreddit just for the purpose of swapping playlists with people. So you're free to use that as well. So there you go. So I'm happy to see that a few people are already making those arrangements. All of our moderators do it. And as well as myself, so anybody in blue. And I skipped over our moderators. I didn't mean to do that. The Hoops Family Network is in the house. Thank you for coming in. Kristen Walton is here. So thank you for that. And you'll have to pardon me. Where I am, it is extremely hot right now. I know some of you are probably dealing with even hotter weather than I am, but it is really something else these days. The Triplet family, I'm really happy to see you again. So thank you for coming in. I hope we can get you some new friends and family members. And be amazing, Sylvia. No problem. Take your time. Hopefully we can get you some new friends and family members as well. So let's get, there you go. Kay Renee is willing to swap playlists. And I know I've said repeatedly that I want to reach out to people and swap playlists with them as well. So forgive me if I've said this and I haven't got to you yet. I have filled my plate pretty full these days. And I am absolutely willing to run playlists with anybody that wants to, and I do have a collection of notes, so I'll be reaching out at some point when I know that I can run you right away. And then I should get some names onto the wheel. So let's get CyberLife's already on there. We're talking about Georgia Bulldogs right now. Cozy Relaxation, thank you for coming in. I feel like you left a message the other day somewhere and I missed it, and I didn't mean to do that. So forgive me if I'm wrong, but I was looking at something just today while I was setting up and wondering if I missed something from you. Let's get Life Through Our Eyes 303 on the wheel. The Hoops Family Network, of course. Kristen Walton, my love. Hopefully, Kira will be in here at some point. Blogs and Fiction. This might be your first time on the wheel, though. And I'll explain the way that the wheel works for everybody as well. Let's put. Oh, I'll wait for Be Amazing Sylvia to come back. And I'll put Kay Renee up here. So, Be Amazing Sylvia, if you're still listening, then just let me know when you're back, and I will get you on the wheel right away. Oh. Hopefully, I can get Kristen to grab the link for CyberLife. I'm just going to... I'll grab it. Okay, Kristen's going to get the link for CyberLife. So thank you for that. I know some of the channels can be, when we're growing and when we have, not 1,000 subscribers, sometimes your channel can be difficult to find for the first little while. It gets better. We've already seen this with Georgia Bulldogs. When you type in Georgia Bulldogs, they used to come up like, I forget if it was like 10th or 15th in a row or something like that. And they're moving up the search results every single week, every time we look at them. So it's not going to be long before they're out. So there it is. Kristen's dropped the link for CyberLife. So anybody that wants to connect with them, then please do. And why don't I spin the wheel? And I'll pick up the things that I'm dropping all over the floor here. Hopefully everybody has had a decent week. I know we're on Friday right now, and I consider this the beginning of the weekend. We changed our times today, so I hope everybody is subscribed and has notifications on so that you don't miss our next live streams. I intend on changing the times here and there just to experiment so that we can get different people and maximize the impact for everybody. So the Hoops Family Network, this is a very important channel to me. And the reason why I always say that and speak so high, well, there's many reasons why I speak so highly of Amanda from the Hoops Family Network, but the reason why I mention this is, as I mentioned earlier, I am a professional channel manager. I've been on YouTube for several years, but during that time, the rules changed about the 1,000 subscribers and the 4,000 hours of watch time for monetization. The kind of thing we're doing now, the whole reason the Tuber Chat was invented, didn't exist 2 years ago. It's all relatively new, and I know there's a lot of other growth streams that you can get in to meet new friends and family members. We have a lot of friends like Melda Amra family and Happy Lux and Vern's Junk Closet, for instance. The Hoops Family Network always allows people to connect as well, as does Cooking with Q and More. And then, of course, Rose Sadu. She comes in and out. I don't know if she's here right now, but she does as well. The Hoops Family Network is the one channel that introduced me to the whole concept of what we're talking about here. Are we having trouble finding Cozy Relaxation too? Maybe I can get Kristen to drop the link for Cozy Relaxation as well. I'll have to see. Yeah, no problem, Georgia Bulldogs. And then I'll have to see if there's some way that we can improve this situation. Cozy Relaxation is back with us again and again as well. So the Hoops Family Network, like I said, introduced me to the concept of everything that we're doing here. This is a wonderfully generous and supportive and loyal and dedicated creator. She has a monster featured channels list here, but that's because she's got some really important channels that continue to come back again and again and again. D Turner Gaming is with us constantly here. Josh and Kaylee have come through, and Carrie Beth is somebody who continues to come back and support whenever she can, even on my personal channel. But the Hoops Family Network is somebody who introduced me to the concept of all of this, and they have a collection that is unmatched that I see of dedicated and loyal supporters who continuously come back. And that's what we all need. We're talking about nurturing relationships. This, of course, is not sub for sub. Most of you already know that by now. We are working on having people who are going to continue to support and come back and watch your videos. Carrie wants to come in soon. That's okay. Anytime, of course. We're looking for people who will come back, watch your videos, give you meaningful comments, give you thumbs up, and all the things we need as creators moving forward so that we can all grow together. It's really fun when you start looking around and you have people who you truly can call friends that are getting monetized at the same time, that are reaching milestones one after the other. It's a lot of fun, and it gives us a real community. So, yeah, Kristen just dropped Cozy Relaxation's link as well. So if you're having trouble finding either of these channels, just let us know, and Kristen will be willing to get the links for those if we need them. I'll put them up on the screen at some point. So I want to mention the Hoops Family Network still for a short while longer. But one of the things that I keep coming back to, and she's catching me now because I'm behind on a couple of videos. So you have tomorrow, no, it's not tomorrow, it's a few days from now, a premiere coming up, so that's great. I did almost see this pickle and cotton candy challenge. I saw it come up. I haven't sat there and watched it yet, but I will. The shout out Saturdays that the Hoops Family Network has is something that they've done. And what they do is feature other creators, as you would expect. The difference that I want to point out in something that you might see and what the Hoops Family Network has done and inspires me to do is make shout-out videos that introduce you to quality, dedicated, and loyal supporters. So if you have a chance to hook up, of course, with the Hoops Family Network, I hope that you will, but I hope that you will watch for these shout-out Saturdays. It's very much worth having their bell on. Now, while I'm saying that, I don't know why your bell is not on for me. Why does it say personalized? I don't even believe I've ever set one up like that. Anyway, it's worth having the bell on for Hoops Family Network just for these shout-out Saturdays so you don't miss them, because she always features... there's Carrie Beth right there. That's so funny. We were just talking about you earlier. I don't know if Hoops Family Network reached out to you or what it was, but thank you so much for coming in. I was just mentioning that you are a creator who continues to still come and support on my personal channel. And, I was connected with Carrie Beth through the Hoops Family Network, but Carrie Beth is somebody but I enjoy just watching her. She's a dynamic creator with a fantastic channel, and I expect really big things from her as it is. She does just a dynamite job, but I was introduced by the Hoops Family Network, and this is what I mean. You're witnessing it right in front of you right now when I'm talking about the loyal and dedicated friendships and relationships that are built between creators so that we can all grow on a solid and strong foundation. This is how Carrie Beth is a channel that came into my personal channel and into my community through the Hoops Family Network. So by hooking up with the Hoops Family Network, people like Carrie Beth, people like anybody that the Hoops Family Network introduces you to, you can bet that you're going to have a dedicated supporter that will come back as often as they can. As we as we grow and as we follow more and more creators on YouTube, it becomes harder and harder to support everybody as much as we all might like. Some of us are following hundreds, if not thousands, of other creators. And, we all know the struggle that comes with that. But if everybody is just supporting each other truly as much as they can, everybody will flourish. Everybody will do very, very well. So I'm glad that lots of people are connecting. By all means, please don't be shy. We're all here for the same thing. Everybody in the chat is willing to connect, and every single channel that I've seen come through here today has been with me or repeated to come back, whether it's on Tuber Chat or my personal channel at some point. So you can be confident in everything that I'm talking about, and these are the creators that are doing the kind of things that we're all expecting. So hopefully, Carrie Beth, we can get you some new friends and family members. Tuber Chat is relatively new. We're on episode 25 today. And we try, Mr. Joshi just walked in too. That's one of our moderators as well. So CyberLife is actually coming up on the screen. Let's get CyberLife up here. The way that I promised I was going to tell you the way that the wheel works. So what I do with the wheel, and let me show you what we can do about finding CyberLife, because Kristen had to get the link earlier. So when I click on my filters and go for a channel search, as you saw that I just did, it's very hot here. Hopefully my computer is going to hold up for us. I do have a Mac, but it gets quite hot. Anyway, CyberLife is right here. So it came up number 2. And when you do a channel search, you can simply match by the thumbnail. That's how I always do it. So it's great to see that CyberLife is moving along with 337 subscribers. Looks like we're going to get you at least at 340 today. I would love it if we'd even see you get to 350. That's possible. And very active. You've been putting out videos, it looks like, more often than once a week, which is fantastic. So hopefully that's the case. Mariah Arts and Wonders, thank you for coming in. Past Life Explorer, sorry, I saw you come in. I didn't welcome you yet. Past Life Explorer is another previously featured channel here at Tuber Chat, and a very dynamic creator that I hope everybody will connect with. And let me pop through. I just want to look at the, I have a little list here that tells me how to add people onto the wheel. And I keep saying, I'm going to tell you how the wheel works. I haven't said it yet. So basically what happens is the wheel is something we just introduced a few weeks ago. We may or may not continue. We'll see how everybody feels about it, but everybody seems to be enjoying it so far. What we do is once you've been here connecting with people, and I know that you're having a good time and, starting to get these connections happening and active in the chat for about 20 minutes or so, then I add you onto the wheel. The wheel is completely random. It's something that's free from wheelofnames.com. I found it in somebody else's live stream and just started using it. And it's so easy to use, it's out of control. So once you're on the wheel is completely random. I spin it, whenever, after every couple of minutes or so. And then when your name comes up, if you're still here, then I put you up on the screen and we talk about your channel for a moment or two, if that's what you would like. So I think I buffered there for a second, but hopefully we're good now. Let me see what I can do about getting another name on the screen. Let's get Mr. Joshi on there. And Kristen Walton. I will give our moderators some preferential treatment today. Sometimes I make them wait, but they're actually here for you more so than even for me. So, Georgia Bulldogs has already been on there. Okay, let me spin, and then I'll add some more names to the wheel in a second. Murad's Haunted Adventures, thank you for coming in. I'm happy to see you here. That's another interesting channel. Life Through Our Eyes 303. I really appreciate all the time that you've spent with Tuber Chat, especially over the last week or so. Let's have a look at what you got going now. So at 441, you know that you are itching for that halfway to 1,000 mark. It must be on your mind. And I'm glad to see you moving along. Hopefully we can push you a little bit farther today. That looks like a deliciously tasty treat, that video right there, not to mention. So Indian fry bread and tacos, that's interesting. Something I would have not otherwise had. Now I see you guys eating some spicy stuff here, but I'm not into spicy stuff, so I'm going to have to pick and choose which videos I'm going to watch. And but those apple turnovers probably are delicioso, so we'll think about that. Beautiful Fetching Rose. Thank you for coming in. You wouldn't happen to have a second channel or have changed your name, would you? Are you here for the first time, or do I recognize you and you have changed your name or have a second channel? I'm curious about that. Past Life Explorer likes spicy foods too. I have to really be in the mood for it, and my idea of spicy is about Frank's Red Hot. That's about as hot as I can take, so that's it. Michael's Adventures, thank you for coming in. There you go. So it's beautiful Empress Rose, am I right? Beautiful, beautiful Fetching Rose. I think is our friend Beautiful Empress Rose. So let me spin, and I'll start adding some more names onto the wheel in another couple of minutes. I should take a minute, so we'll look at Kristen Walton, my love, and the person who spends the single highest amount of time in all Tuber Chat, of course, because she's here with me. In the other room, but she is with me. So this is Kristen Walton. She is running her own channel, and it's very much hers. She does her own thing. Be Amazing Sylvia, I'm going to put you on the wheel now. I promised I was going to do that when you came back. So Be Amazing Sylvia goes on the wheel, but we're talking about Kristen Walton. So Kristen Walton has her own channel. It's very much her. She does her thing. She's recently started live streaming. Hopefully we'll see more of that from her soon as well. She's putting out videos. She's aiming for twice a week now. She moved from once a week to twice a week. So hopefully that is something everybody can look forward to as well. Of course, she's on Instagram and Facebook as well. And I'm glad that everybody is having a good time connecting. Kay Renee is not happy with spicy food, same as me. So that's okay. Shen Zhen does like it. So that's interesting. I know that, people have different tastes and this and that. I do like the idea of it, and a lot of the spicy stuff that people come up with in many different ways. I do enjoy the taste. Like Frank's Red Hot, yes, I do love that stuff. However, much more than that is out of my ballpark. And part of me, important to stay hydrated when we're in this kind of heat. Yeah, Kristen has been binge filming, so she's one of the best recommendations we can always give is when you're going to film videos. And I know Rose does this as well. You can batch film or however you want to put it, and film as many videos as you can at a time. So if you're setting up everything, however you've got to set it up to film, if you're doing unboxing videos, things like this, or food videos, might be an idea to film 2 or 3 or 4 in a day if you can. Reason why, you're basically buying yourself a month. If you're kind of creator that posts once a week, you're really getting ahead. You don't want to fall behind. This is what I've done personally. So for those of you who do follow me on my personal channel, you see I've picked up my live streaming. So I'm live streaming at least once a week, but I haven't put out a video in about 2 weeks. Maybe it's getting on 3 now. Jaden Stud 28, thank you for coming in. I have you, you're the featured channel for tomorrow. So I can't remember whether I actually let you know that or not, but that's the case. Mr. Joshi is featured on Sunday, and Llewellyn Gaming, who will probably be here at some point. It's very late for them. Will be featured on Monday. When we deal with people who are all over the world, different areas, it's tough to deal with the different time zones. That's why I used to run Tuber Chat. I keep changing the times, but I ran it for a few weeks much earlier. The reason why is to try to catch some of the people from Europe and Asia and this and that. Today we're trying something different this weekend. We'll see what happens. Shen and Zhen, yeah, that's good if you can start putting filming a lot of videos at the same time and producing a bunch of videos all at once so that you don't run out. Who was I just about to put up? And the Amazing Selfie. But no, I wasn't about to put the Amazing Selfie up. Did I just pull somebody off the wheel? Let me see if I can do something here. Pull a maneuver. K Renee, there we go. K Renee almost lost her spot, but it wasn't her fault, so that's okay. K Renee is somebody who's been back with us again and again. Does swap playlists. She mentioned that earlier today. So if you do want to swap playlists, K Renee is somebody to reach out to. I believe I have yet to swap playlists with you, but I now have many accounts, so I can really do a great job when we get going on that stuff as well. K Renee has swapped with Kristen already, and probably Kira as well. So it looks like everybody's having a good time still connecting. Oh, I noticed you're on Instagram and Pinterest and Twitter, which is great. Pinterest is something that we have set up, but we haven't started to use yet. I certainly will. And one of the best ways that everybody can stay informed about everything that I'm going to do with Tuber Chat is to sign up for the email list at tuberchat.com. It's very simple. You just put your email address in, it sends you a confirmation, you confirm and this and that. It's me that's going to be emailing you, not more than once a week. Soon I will start sending emails out just to let you know the different things that we do. So when I decide exactly what I'm going to do with Pinterest so that I can bring the most value to everybody, then I'll let you know first so that you can be right on top of it. We want to make sure, Carrie Beth likes Pinterest as well. Pinterest is an interesting social network because I'm sure that the demographics have changed by now. But up until maybe even a year ago, Pinterest was 80% women. And it's just an interesting fact. It doesn't matter. But then as well, Pinterest is the #1 network, unless Instagram has taken over. But it was the #1 network for turning people from viewers into purchasers. So people see something on Pinterest and then buy it with the highest ratio on Pinterest. Abby Official Queen, great to see you again. Thank you for coming in. And then hopefully everybody's having a good time connecting with each other. I'm going to think about adding another couple of names onto our wheel here. So let's get Cozy Relaxation on there. Let me spin. I'm going to put up another, I'll get another couple of names in a moment. I'll put Carrie Beth up there, get the Triplet family up, Logs and Fiction. Oh, you're already on there, but that's okay. Okay, Be Amazing Sylvia. Let me get your channel up. And then I'll get everybody to just pardon me. I'll leave you to look at Be Amazing Sylvia for a moment, and I'll be right back. Okay, forgive me, everybody. Sorry, I didn't mean to take off so long there. I am back. So this is Be Amazing Sylvia, and this is somebody who, like I said, I've been connected to for quite a long time. You'll recognize, I recognize almost every name on her featured channels list here. This is, she's got Vern's Junk Closet, one of my closest and favorite creators of all time. CJ's Info is there, G Kicks, William Newell, The TR Show, and I don't know Carolina Hillbilly just yet, but I'm sure that I probably will. If Be Amazing Sylvia knows them, then they're definitely worth knowing. I know that for sure. Forgive me because I stepped away for a second. We've got a few more people that came in. Exclusive TV, thanks for coming in. Boodots TV, or is it Boodots TV or Boodo TV? Forgive me. I would like to feature you properly when you're here. So I'm just curious if I'm pronouncing that anywhere close to properly. Oh. Oh, Hoops Family Network says she's addicted to Pinterest. I'm just scrolling back in the chat, everybody, for a quick second because when I stepped away there, I missed a little bit of entertainment here. And then I'm glad everybody's having a good time connecting with each other. I should add some names to the wheel. I know I say that 100 times, so I will. I'll do it right now. I said I was going to do that. So let's get Cozy Relaxation's already on there. Cyber Life and Blogs Triplet Family. I said I was going to add you, so we will. Past Life Explorer, of course. Genie Knight 7 is always with us for a good amount of time. Not to mention does a lot of sharing and everything else. Is a generous, not to mention loyal and dedicated supporter. Shen Zhen has been back with us again and again. And just, you know, I don't know if I could ever say it enough, but I really appreciate all the time that you spend with us here at Tuber Chat. I know how tough it is. There's 31 million channels to choose from, and we all have to, you know, you can only support so much every day. There's hundreds of videos to watch, if not thousands, from your favorite creators and people you need to support. So every moment that you spend with me here, I really appreciate, and hopefully we can maximize your impact while we're here. So Carrie Beth is somebody I've said many pleasant things about today. And like I said, was introduced by the Hoops Family Network. So that's a long time ago. That's January or February of this year. She's a dynamic creator, and you're going to see when we get to her channel. So forgive me, Carrie, you're not already subscribed on the Tuber Chat channel. I didn't realize that, but it's okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to do it right this second because I don't subscribe or watch videos while I live stream. I'm going to take this. This is a little bit long for me, but I'll take this one. I don't know if I want to. Let me see. I'll take your jewelry. No, I'll take this. This looks entertaining. I'd love to say I'm going to watch a good handful of videos, but what I will do for sure is I will take this, if I can get my page to work the way that I want it to. I'm going to add your video into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I will go through the watch later list within the next day or so. I will watch that video in full, and I will leave a meaningful comment of at least a couple of sentences, and then I will give you a thumbs up, of course, and I will subscribe to you, and in that way I'll make sure that the connection sticks. I don't want to subscribe and have it not count the next day. We all know what that's like. One of the saddest things is you come in here to Tuber Chat, you pick up 10 or 20 new family members, and half of them are gone the next day. Now, hopefully that doesn't happen to anybody here because we're so focused on quality connections, but that's what I'm talking about. So we're always going to follow procedure. So Carrie Beth, like I said, is a dynamic creator. The thumbnails are awesome, and they always have been. But you can go back as far as you want. Look at these 7 months ago, 6 months ago, 5 months ago. So let me just see what you've done here while we're talking about you. 6 months, 5 months, 4 months. Okay, so it looks like you've stepped up your frequency of posting. Are you posting once a week? It looks like it. Oh, it looks like you've been posting almost once a week for the longest time. So that's great. But like I said, Carrie Beth is a dynamic creator and somebody that I have always, from the beginning, expected big things from. So I don't know how much I may have mentioned you either on other people's live streams or my own. But if you were to trace back, you'd see that I probably always said things like that. So Carrie Beth, again, is a creator. I'm very happy that you're here with Tuber Chat today, but is a creator that has come back even on my personal channel. And that kind of thing speaks volumes about the character of the creator behind the channel, to know that they're going to come back, watch videos, leave comments, give thumbs up, and all the things we need as growing YouTubers. So let me spin, and we'll see who's going to come up next on the wheel for right now. And hopefully everybody is subscribed to Tuber Chat and has the bell on, because we're going to be back tomorrow, Sunday, and Monday, all at the same time. Dana Kirby Queen is coming up. This is somebody who's been back, who's only recently found Tuber Chat, has been back with us. Now, I can't even imagine why I don't. I'll bet you that I just went through my watch later list. We're gonna have a look right now. I watched the video, or at least ran it, but I didn't. Not that it matters. I'll bet that I have run the video but not commented or liked or subscribed yet. That's the thing. I was a little bit late setting up today, and I meant to clean up my watch later list, and I think you're in there. I'll come up in a second here. You can imagine I've got 5 windows open right now, so and 10 tabs by the look of it, or close to it. Yes, there's Dana Curvy Queen. So I did watch the, or I did at least run the video, but I haven't yet commented, liked, or subscribed, but I absolutely will. So forgive me for that, please. But I will do that, and I will make sure that it happens properly. At least you get a chance to see that I'm telling you that I'm serious about it, to make sure that the connection sticks. So Triplet Family is still with us. Cozy Relaxation is still here. Michael's Adventures. Oh, have you only been here twice? I thought you've been here more often, but that's okay. I'm very happy that you're here, so thank you very much. Past Life Explorer came to my place. Oh, my personal channel. Okay, I'll make sure that we're connected there as well. Arizona Insider is always a pleasure to have come through, so thank you. It's me, Wanston. Yes, honey, has got a big month. In a few days from now, has an anniversary happening where there will be a 2-day event consisting of live streams. So It's Me, Wanston. Yes, honey, has been with us from the beginning, and I would bet that out of 25 episodes of Tuber Chat right now, not including our test stream, I'll bet you that It's Me, Wanston has been here 23 or 24 of them. Almost every single live stream that we've done. And so I really appreciate that, especially all the time. Wanston was responsible for giving Tuber Chat its first official raid, which I still, to this day, I'm never going to forget that. These are milestones that cross every creator's life. So thank you very much. And then hopefully everybody's having a good time connecting with each other. What makes me really, really happy, the other day I went into a live stream, and I think it was from the Dude Rocks, and a couple of other people that were there from Tuber Chat were in there, and my assumption, of course, is that they all connected in Tuber Chat. So I'm happy to know that this is really working for everybody, and I see the engagement. When we go into other people's live streams and you recognize people, but you see that they're like, some people, first of all, are spending time in live streams when they can. They're leaving comments, they're engaging conversation, they're giving you thumbs up and stuff like that. This is what we all need, but I'm so happy that everybody's doing this. Cozy Relaxation, we're going to get to you right now. I know we had trouble finding your link earlier, but I'm going to go through it right now and show everybody how they can find you easily. So Cozy Relaxation, when you type it in, this is still a young channel, so we've got to go on our filter. I don't know if it's quite as easy on a phone. I know you can also filter your search results, and what we will do is we'll go for a channel search, and we'll see where they come up in the top. Now, for me, they come up on number 1 already. So, because when you look at other names that are similar, they're doing very well for subscribers already. So there you go. So Cozy Relaxation is not too hard to find. It's just that any minute now, it's going to come in the search results properly. So hopefully we're going to push you a little bit farther there. I'm glad to see you've got your featured channels collaborations going on there. I like to talk about this. So I'm glad that Carrie's having a good time with everybody as well. The featured channels collaboration is something that I put a lot of focus on because anybody can do it on their page. And what this does is when you put featured channels on the front of your page, you're telling your audience and the YouTube algorithms that these channels are worthy of being featured by you. And then when some of those channels feature you in return, they are saying to their audiences and the YouTube algorithm that you are worthy of being featured by them. So you can imagine the impact that has both on the algorithm and on the creators' audiences. So that's something that you can do that can really help with everything. If you have featured Tuber Chat on your front page or myself personally, and I don't know about it, please let me know so that I can return the favor, because I absolutely do that on both channels. I have a good long list of supporters that like to do that as well. Mariah Arts and Wonders is still with us. Arizona Insider. We are going to add you to the wheel shortly. I'm going to spin a couple more times. And you just put out this last video 4 days ago, Cozy Relaxation, so we've all got something fresh to connect with you with. Shen, Zhen, Zhen. Let us get you up on the screen and see what you have got going on for us as well. So here we are. You're more than welcome, Cozy Relaxation. So Shen Zhen Zhen has been with us time and time again, only recently found Tuber Chat, so it looks like only a week ago, right? But I thought it was a little bit longer than that, but it doesn't matter. Nobody's actually counting. I'm happy that you're so active, because now you've got two more things. What you ate on your cheat day. Every day for me is a cheat day. And then how to interlock your dress. Okay, well, while I do have luscious locks today, this is probably, hopefully, one of the last times you're ever going to see me with hair like this. Things have opened up in the area in which I live, which is Niagara Falls, Canada. We were able actually to go out today and have a meal at a restaurant. They have special rules, so you can only do it if you are on a patio, and the tables still have to be 2 meters apart, which is 6 feet, which is 2 yards. We were able to do that. And apparently the salons are open now. You can book appointments to get your haircut. The only thing, because I haven't had a haircut in months and months and months, and one of the things is that they are booking appointments for people who lost their appointments several months ago in priority. So for somebody like me, I have 2 different people that I see to have my haircut once in a while. One of them is in Toronto, and Toronto hasn't opened up yet. And the other is here in Niagara Falls, but she's not going back to work for another couple of weeks. So I have to figure out what I'm going to do between now and then. But my hair's not going to be quite long enough for dreads. But I'm sure it's an interesting video to see nonetheless. And then it looks like everybody's still having a good time connecting, so that's great. Let me spin again. JD97 is another featured channel previously on Tuber Chat. Let's get you up on the screen and see what you've got going on for us today. Michael's Adventures, you have stream elements featured. That's or are you telling me? I'm gonna look at Michael's Adventure. I gotta write this down. I'll find out exactly what you mean by that. Stream Elements is our robot that runs through the chat and just drops links so that it makes the job on the moderator so much easier and reminds you to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and things like that, so that even though I'm still going to say it 100 times, I don't have to say it 100 times. So JD97 has a lot of featured channels going on here as well. Some familiar faces, Kristen Walton, MJ&J Family Mukbangs is here, and many, many more. JD97 has been with us for quite some time and shares on Twitter and is also on Pinterest. It's interesting how much Pinterest we're talking about today. This is the first time. So, oh, this channel, Michael's Adventures. Thank you for that. Okay, I will make sure that we also return that favor. Let me just make sure that I don't lose my notes. I have a habit of writing notes while we're live streaming here, and I write down channel names with no note beside it, and then I forget what I was talking about, and I have to go back and watch a replay. So I will make sure, if anybody else has Tuber Chat or myself featured on your front page in this featured channel section, and I don't know about it, then yes, please let me know so that I can return the favor, because I absolutely do that with both channels. And then, okay, I have to put me once, then yes, honey, on the wheel. Sometimes I make all of our moderators wait, but not today. And let me see what else I'm going to do. Okay, let's put exclusive TV. Are you still here, exclusive TV? Let me do me a favor. Exclusive TV, if you're still here, just do me a favor. Drop anything in the chat, and I'll add you into our thing right away. I just want onto the wheel, is what I meant to say. Oh, Izzy's Life Vlogs. Thank you so much. Yeah, you never have to apologize to me for being late. I appreciate every minute that you spend here. Izzy is one busy creator, and I'm happy for every moment that you can spend here. I hope that everybody will consider connecting with Izzy's Life Vlog. This is somebody who knows the hustle. This is somebody who is creating, who is promoting, who's collaborating, and everything else. So Mr. Joshi just got picked, right? Let's get Mr. Joshi up on the screen and see what you have got going on for us today. You had a busy weekend last weekend, lots of live streaming. He pulled a experiment that I have yet to do, and he simulcasted a live stream that was from Facebook, and he pushed it out to 2 separate channels, which is quite an accomplishment, and it seemed to have gone well. So there's all the live streams right there. Hopefully you'll get another video happening soon. I know he's got Niagara Falls footage. We've talked about that because Mr. Joshi came to Niagara Falls and we met up, and we actually filmed a couple of clips that I'll use eventually, but he was here for the purpose of making some videos. I think it was with his family, but he was making, filming videos for his channel from Niagara Falls. It's always interesting to see. So hopefully everybody will connect with Mr. Joshi and see that. He's also one of our moderators now. All of our moderators, all the people in blue, are willing to run playlists, and they are here for you as much or more than for me. So hopefully you'll consider connecting with them. And then let me pause for a quick second. Let's see what you got going on for playlists here. So you've got an uploads full playlist. So did you name this playlist uploads? Because this does not have your, yeah, did you make this playlist? Because this does not have live streams in it, which is perfect. If somebody's going to swap playlists with Mr. Joshi, I know he is very aggressive about swapping playlists, and we've done it together. I actually have more to do with him because I have several channels. Mama Grace News TV, thanks for coming in. Anyway, Mr. Joshi is willing to swap playlists with anybody who needs watch hours or knows somebody who does. So you reach out to Mr. Joshi for that. I didn't mean to open Photoshop accidentally. Something you guys see how I click sometimes way too fast. I'll try to close that off after. Let me spin the wheel and see who's going to come up. really giving my computer workout. Don't worry about it after. Triplet family. Okay, let's see if Triplet family is still here. I hope they are. I'll put them up. We'll see if they're still here, and if they are not, then I'll just move on quickly. But they are one of our featured channels from just a couple of weeks ago, and they've been back with us time and time again. Triple Family has a lot of dynamic content. I've seen their channel many times. As it is, you see they've got some familiar faces here. They feature Tuber Chat on their front page, as well as ASMR with Dominique and MJ&J Family Mukbangs, who both been with us here at Tuber Chat. I'm glad everybody's having a good time connecting with each other. Oh, hi MD, thanks for coming in. So, yeah, I know you've been here a couple of times, but if you do want to increase your number of friends and family members, as we say, everybody here is willing to do that. And of course, when I'm running this thing, we're very focused on quality connections, people who will actually come back and watch your videos and give you comments and thumbs up as often as they can. So if you like to do that, the process is very simple. All we do is visit a channel one by one, watch a short video in full, which must be at least a minute long. It doesn't have to be much longer than that, but it should be at least that long so it registers the YouTube algorithm video, and it should be at least a couple of sentences long so that it gets by the YouTube spam filters. We give the creator a thumbs up always, and if you enjoy their content, which I have to say, you subscribe to them. We subscribe to everybody at Tuber Chat, and then you come back into the chat here, leave a single or double emoji next to their name. That lets them know that you've connected, and then they can turn around and do the same thing for your channel. And then, yes, like I said, I'm so happy that everybody is connecting. Oh, did the Positive Mukbanger come in and I missed you? I believe I see Carrie Beth talking to the Positive Mukbanger, but I didn't see you come in. Are you here? I can't find you. Or did you come and go? That's unfortunate. Maybe that was a mistake. Maybe Positive Mukbanger meant to come in and hasn't been here yet. That's okay. So this is the Triplet family. Let's spin the wheel, and then I'll add some more names to the wheel in a moment. It's me, Wanston. Yes, this is an unbelievably dynamic creator, and one of the most dedicated and loyal supporters to many other people on the internet. Oh, she was in there. I missed her. It's okay. I know she can forgive me. She's Positive Mukbanger, somebody that I've been connected to for a long time. Again, on both channels, actually. She's very much liked and well respected in the community, as is It's Me Wanston, Yes Honey. So It's Me Wanston, Yes Honey has organized a group of creators, or is part of a group of creators. And what they do is every morning they run live streams. They actually do several during the day, but in the morning you can catch It's Me Wanston, Yes Honey. Right before that, you can catch MJ&J Family Mukbangs. Let's Talk About It with Anita, Yo, It's Your Boy Leo, the McCrae Kings. They all run in a group, so they do. It's almost like a release train for their live streams, where each one of them goes for an hour, similar to the live stream that we've talked about with Morgan and Nikita and their group as well. And pardon me just for 1 second.
Yeah.
Forgive me, everybody. I didn't realize that the sound was so awful today. One of the things, how would you explain a mukbang? Well, there's lots of different ways of pronouncing that now. Mukbang is how we started saying it, but I understand it might be mukbang or something along those lines. My understanding is that it is eating an unreasonable amount of food, first of all.
It sounds a bit better, but there's still a bit of wind from...
Yeah.
Just a little bit. Is it possible to turn the fan a little elsewhere?
I could try. Okay, forgive me. I'll get back to that point in a second. We're dealing with a couple of things. It's very, very hot where we are. And while I know some of you might be dealing with even hotter weather, I'm worried about the computer being overheated. So I have a fan blowing directly on the computer, and that's probably why you hear bad audio today. Wind is too much, I think. I know what I'll let it move. And then, pardon me just for one more second. Yeah, forgive me, everybody. I didn't know that the audio was so bad. And then, so I was explaining to Arizona Insider. So the way that it appears to me, and I do have lots of friends who do mukbangs, even though I'm pronouncing that wrong. They eat what seems like an unreasonable amount of food most of the time. And it's often done with the hands. But I think that the original meaning of it, now I've heard a few people talk about it, I think that it has to do with if somebody is watching YouTube but is alone for the purpose of, and they're eating alone. Let's say you live on your own, right? And you're having dinner or whatever, you can watch a mukbang video and have the feeling of eating with somebody. It's almost like it's a one-way conversation, but you're at least with somebody, they're talking, this and that. Now, I don't know if that's right or not. This is what I understand. But that's what it seems. But, I mean, I've got a lot of people now in my network. So, for instance, MJ&J Family Mukbangs. Now, she does many other things, but I believe that that's how it started. Somebody else that I follow, Official D-Spot, was involved in. There are actually groups and communities of mukbangers, if you want to call it that do these videos, and they challenge each other to many different things. We've probably seen that. So I don't know if I can accurately explain it, but that's my understanding. Yeah, there'll be a few people who will come through Tuber Chat at times that are part of these mukbang communities. So hopefully now the audio is better. Kristen brought me her microphone, which is better than mine, and I have hopefully solved the fan problem. So yeah, you all just have to forgive me for that. Now, let me see what I can do. I know I've got hardly any names on the wheel. I'll spin. We'll put up one of these two channels. Pardon me. And then I will add some more names. Past Life Explorer is a wonderfully dynamic creator with an extremely interesting channel. Very much niched. So when you hear people talk about, your channel you're supposed to pick your niche and, kind of stay within it. There's a lot of different advice that goes on both sides of the, contrary to that. However, it is a way that you can become extremely successful because you become known for one specific thing. Now, Past Life Explorer has found a very interesting niche and something that I expect big things from this channel. This is one of the reasons why I featured it a couple of weeks ago as well, is to kind of expose creators of I don't know what exactly to say. It's not only about being dynamic and loyal. When I see creators that I expect big things from and I want other people to learn as well from, I believe that we can all learn from each other. I learn new things from creators of all sizes every single day. And my intention is always just to give that knowledge back to the community, and then you can add it to the things you already know and the things you're still going to learn, and make the best decisions for your channel. But a lot of times I will want to feature a channel just for that reason. Past Life Explorer, somebody who's been back with us again and again, but as a channel that I think everybody kind of needs to see. So hopefully everybody's having a good time. Oh, I should have took that Stream Elements thing off. That playlist is gone now. We don't have... I had an experiment. I'll tell you guys about an experiment I did while I add names to the list. I put a bunch of gameplay videos. There's a video game called YouTubers Life. I actually played it with Kira on my personal channel once just for fun. So what I did when I started Tuber Chat, the rule about the memberships and things like that was not there yet, and the 1,000 subscribers and all this. So what I did was I populated the channel with, I think, 24 or 27, whatever, gameplay videos. They were all unlisted. So it's not meant for anybody to find. They're not meant to be searched and watched and all this. They're just meant so that we have a playlist to run that's of the exact right style, which I describe to everybody all the time. And so I've tried running that playlist with many different accounts and this and that. And it turns out it seems that you're not getting the watch time from unlisted videos. So I believe when they say public watch hours, it means it has to be public videos that count for that. Now, again, I can't say that that's 100% true, but from my own experiments recently, I find that I was not getting the watch time I thought that I would with unlisted videos. So anyway, I give you that long speech because this Stream Elements thing that's dropping our links in there mentioned a playlist, but that playlist is gone now. So I'm just looking at what I can add here. I did I put Dana Kirby Queen up already? I think I did already, right? We looked at her channel. Let's put Arizona Insider on the wheel. Michael's Adventures says, be right back, but I'll put you on the wheel anyway, because I know you've been here long enough. And then, okay, Bugs and Fiction is on the wheel, but hasn't come up yet. Let me see what else I've got going on here. Okay, Renee has been up. Okay, let me spin and see what's going to happen here. Mama Grace News TV. I'm going to put you on the wheel as well. Michael's Adventures. So they said they'll be right back, but I'll put them up anyway and we'll talk about them now. Thank you, Be Amazing Sylvia. Yes, I'm available on Instagram and Facebook are the best two places. Let me match Michael Adventures thumbnail. Here it is. I thought that we should already be connected, but I'm assuming that what is the story here is that you were probably here but didn't spend enough time to be on the wheel. So Michael's Adventures has Tuber Chat. Either that or you're in my watch later list. Is that the case? I lost. Oh, here's my watch later list. Michael's Adventure. Oh, Michael's Adventure is still in the watch later list. So I did run the video, but I haven't yet liked, commented, or subscribed. But I absolutely need to because, like I said, I'm always focused on doing it properly. So Michael's Adventures, yes, you did say that it was featured, and I would have noticed that when I got there. So thank you for that very much. If anybody else has featured Tuber Chat or myself on your front page and I don't know about it, then please let me know so I can return the favor because we have to absolutely do that. I do it on both channels, like I just said. Oh, Georgia Bulldogs is playing Fortnite right now, practicing for a video that they will be doing on Monday. So that's great. So, yeah, Michael's Adventures is already set with me. I've got a video in the watch later that I just have to go back over now and comment. Oh, there you are, Michael's Adventures. I was just saying, I have you in the watch later list, and I have already run the video, but I was in a rush, so I ran the watch later list, but I did not comment, like, or subscribe yet, but it is still there, meant to be done. So it absolutely will, and then I will make sure that you get onto our front page in the featured channels as well. So I really appreciate that. We've been talking about you for a couple minutes. As soon as you said be right back, your name came up on the wheel, and so I put you up anyway. So I'm going to spin now. We'll get to our next channel, and then we'll see what else is happening. Mama Grace News TV is somebody who's been back with us again and again. Poor Blogs and Fiction has been on the wheel for like half an hour already. Yeah, I'm happy when I look at the chat and I see the connections that people are making. Arizona Insider, Past Life Explorer, you know, these are dynamic creators, and I'm happy for everybody to be connecting because I can just imagine, you know, what these connections are going to turn into. Like I said, I've been through other live streams where I've found people who I know have connected through Tuber Chat, now having conversations, talking about each other's videos. And I'm so happy because this is what I wanted. We all need people to watch our videos, give us comments, give us thumbs up, and all the other things that we need. A subscriber is not enough. You need views, you need likes, you need comments. You got to keep everything active. And I'm so happy that all this stuff is turning into that for a lot of different people. So, Georgia Bulldogs, thanks for reminding everybody, please thumbs up if you haven't already. I know on a phone you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a second, so that's why we remind everybody so much. Mama Grace News TV is at 991 subscribers, so close to 1,000. And I don't know if it's reasonable to think that we're going to get you there today. There are probably enough people in the chat right now to make it happen. I would love it if everybody would think about connecting with Mama Grace News TV because we can push her over the edge of that milestone right now. Let me think about, I should have got rid of my Photoshop. Let's see if we can do it. Mama Grace News TV. Okay, let me first of all just make sure you're still here. I did see you a few minutes ago say something. Mama Grace News TV, just make sure, let me make sure you're still here. Just please say anything in the chat to let me know, and I will try doing something here. For those of you who haven't seen Social Blade, Social Blade is a Mishana, it's great to see you. Don't worry about being late. I'm happy that you're here. Social Blade is a free oh, there you go. I hope Mama Grace News TV hasn't hopped out right when we're at the point. Unless they're done for today, we can hopefully have them back tomorrow, and then we'll see them cross that 1,000 mark milestone. Oh, the Positive Mukbanger, you were here. Thank you very much. I missed you when you came in, and I didn't mean to do that. And I noticed that Carrie Beth reached out to you, and that's how I knew that you had been here, and then she verified it. So, okay, we'll worry about Mama Grace News TV if she comes back. Let's put the Positive Mukbanger up here, and Mishana, even though you just walked in, you've been back with us again and again, so I'm happy to get you on there. And I don't imagine Blogs and Fiction is still here. You've been hanging out with us the whole time. Blogs and Fiction has. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to add Mishana onto the list. So let's put Arizona Insider up, and I will add Mishana to the list. I can type. We've seen Arizona Insider several times on our channel. So thank you very much for coming back again and again. Did we talk about the other day, did I mention live streaming? And you said something about live streaming, that you were going to be doing it soon after, or am I mistaken about that? Forgive me if I'm wrong. Do I have that in my watch later list? Is that why that's there? Or did I want to see? I just wanted to see that, right? I think I remember even watching that video. It makes me want to see it again. I'm just going to add it to my watch later because I want to be reminded of what was there. It's very popular for people to talk about doing T-shirts, like as business and this and that. I'm just curious what this is. So I got to remind myself. If I've seen it, I'll know as soon as I start it, but whatever, right? Michael's Adventures. Yeah, you can use Streamlabs. You can use Prism. So I have not used Prism to live stream yet, but I did use Streamlabs. The only thing I got to tell you, and it's only from my own experience, so I don't want you to think this is going to happen. I just want to make sure that you know. Many times now. Today, I actually, on my personal channel, I did a live stream and I lost the stream because I thought we were not live and we were live. What happens with Streamlabs constantly is that I start a live stream. I believe that it's live, but when I watch a second phone beside me, I can see that it's not. I have to stop and then restart again, and it works the second time. That's what happened today. The second time it started working, but I didn't know that it was working, and I lost the whole stream and I had to start over, and I was all angry and everything else. But it definitely can work. Oh, Kira. Kira live stream, and thank you, Georgia Bulldogs. I did see your message earlier about Kira doing her Minecraft live stream the other day. She used Streamlabs OBS. So we run that through a computer with a capture card. I have an Elgato HD60, I think it's called. It's a capture card, so it allows me to take the signal out of the Xbox and live stream through Streamlabs OBS. So that's how we did it. Smooth Dancing Nick, thank you for coming in. I think this is your first time here. So by all means, don't be shy. Everybody here is willing to connect. So you can reach out to anybody at all in the chat. The basic way that we do that, you visit a channel one by one, take your time, like Arizona Insider here. Watch a short video in full. It must be more than a minute long so that it registers with the YouTube algorithms. Like, for instance, this Cave Creek, Arizona is a perfect size video because it's not too long, but it's over a minute. And then you leave a meaningful comment related to the content of that video, and it should be at least a couple of sentences so it gets by the YouTube spam filters. You give the creator a thumbs up always, and if you enjoyed their content, you subscribe to them. We subscribe to everybody at Tuber Chat, and then you come back into the chat here, leave a single or double emoji next to their name. That lets them know that you've connected, and then they can turn around and do the same thing for your channel. Yeah, Georgia Bulldogs, since you have an Xbox One, you may be able to live stream directly from the Xbox. I'm not 100% sure about that, but so Smooth Dancing Nick says they're just a supporter for now, but their fiance is into blogs, and she has them turning people gray and ringing bells. So thank you very much. Well, I really appreciate that. And then, you know, everybody needs as much support as they can get always, and then hopefully we can all grow together. As your fiance is doing her thing, that's great. And then if you decide at some point that you're going to create content, that'll be wonderful because you'll already have a head start. So whatever it is that we can help you get out of YouTube is what we want to do here at Tuber Chat. We just want to maximize impact for everybody in whatever way that we can. Oh, there we go. Finally, I was just going to say, I hope Blogs and Fiction is going to come up. They've been with us the whole time, and I've had them on the wheel for quite some time now, and it just doesn't want to come up in their favor. So here we go. Blogs and Fiction is up. It's going to take a second for my computer. So I am not already subscribed with the Tuber Chat channel. So what that means, I don't subscribe or watch videos while I live stream, but I'm going to take one of your videos, and I'm going to take this one so short. I'm going to try to give you a few minutes of watch time here. Let me see what I can find. I will take, what did I just see? I'll take this. Who doesn't like a celebration of any kind? So I'll take this video. It's in my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I will go through my watch later list and I will watch that video in full. I will leave a meaningful comment related to the content of this 100-pound weight loss celebration video. And then I will give you a thumbs up for sure, and I will subscribe. And in that way, I will make sure that the subscription sticks. We always want to be doing it the right way. You're not already in the watch later list, but you will be now. When I refresh, you'll see that you're there. Beautiful E-Vlogs, thank you for coming in. Beautiful E-Vlogs is another channel that's been with us again and again. And there's Blogs of Fiction. There's Arizona Insider because I just wanted to see that. Carrie Beth is here so we can connect. And then everybody else here is already connected. The red lines are gone, but I've run all these videos. I just have to go back and comment, like, and subscribe to everybody, which I absolutely will do. Let's see what we've got from the Positive Mukbanger. So beautiful E-Vlogs, it's wonderful to see you again. Hopefully you can have some fun connecting with everybody and meeting new friends and family members. The Positive Mukbanger is somebody that I mention all the time. And look at the collection of featured channels. I know very well every single one of the channels that is in this list, including Blogs and Fiction, who's with us right now, InQ's World, Sincerely A Lucy. As a matter of fact, on my personal channel, I just got monetized this week. Today was my first live stream since I was monetized, and InQ's World gave me one of my 2 first super chats. But anyway, that's an unbelievably supportive channel right there. Sincerely A Lucy also has been with me for months and months and months. Cooking with Q and More is one of our moderators and very much inspirational in the creation of Tuber Chat. Blogs and Fiction is with us right now. Foodie Squad has been with us again and again, and Vern's Junk Closet is somebody that I talk about all the time. So the Positive Mukbanger is very much liked and well respected in this community, and so I encourage everybody to connect with them. They are loyal, dedicated. I'm connected to them with both channels and have been for months and months and months. So this is a creator you can see who is aggressively growing, but as well is the kind of creator who's going to come back again and again and again. So let me just see what else I have got going on in the chat here. Let's see. Well, oh, Foodie Squad. That's funny. We were just talking about you because you're on the list here for the Positive Mukbanger. So I'm going to add a few more names to the list. Foodie Squad is coming on. Where did Smooth Dancing Nick go? If Smooth Dancing Nick is still here, I'll wait for you to say something else. Make sure you're still active in the chat, and then I'll add you. And we have, I think everybody else has been in, and beautiful E-Vlogs if you're here. So let me take the Positive Mukbanger off, and we will put this. So if beautiful E-Vlogs and Smooth Dancing Nick are still here, then I'll put them on the wheel. Oh, there you are. Okay. Oh, you're both still here. All right. Mishana's coming up for now, and then I'll add these 2 more names. Mishana's been back with us again and again. So thank you very much. She's aggressively growing her channel. And somebody we've talked about several times. And I'm going to add beautiful E-Vlogs and Smooth Dancing Nick. copy and paste here. You guys can't, I know you can't see what I'm doing when I say this. I have another window that I keep open under my personal account. I should be leaving messages for you all too. There you go. I keep this so that I can monitor the chat while I'm still working. If anybody wants to connect with me personally, I just added my my channel there. It's Kevin K. And then Smooth Dancing Nick comes on to the wheel in a second. And so does Beautiful E-Vlogs, who's been with us again and again. There we go. So Life with Shauna, I'm going to leave you up here for a moment. Oh, yeah, okay, we Shauna. Life with Shauna. You've got a handful of different content, but I'm glad that you're active. So you just live streamed too. Wow. 2-hour live stream talking about hitting 200. That's fantastic. And you put this out 3 days ago, and you already are at 244, which is fantastic. So I'm sure you were over 200 when you put this up because it says you reached it. But I'm interested in that. Now, you know what I'm going to do? I just want to see this. I'm not going to sit and watch a 2-hour replay. Although somebody could if they wanted to, but I did add it into my watch later. I'm just going to skim through it because I just want to see what you did with your live stream and just kind of share the celebration with you there a little bit. And I'm just looking at the the positive mukbanger, no problem. I'm very happy that that's what we do here at Tuber Chat. Now the truth is, it's nice that I have pleasant things to say for everybody. I don't know how much it helps to have the channel listed and put up on the screen because the truth is everything really goes down in the chat. That's why I named the whole thing Tuber Chat. It really doesn't have to do with me or what I do on the screen, but I try to make it fun. And especially, you know, I keep going back to this, but because I started on YouTube as a professional channel manager and I manage several channels and I have you know, a couple of million views and well over 10,000 subscribers. It's all moving very fast, and that's wonderful. But I learn from creators of all sizes every single day. And all I wish is to take the knowledge that I have and gain. And I've been a marketing guy for the last like 30 years, right? But I want to take all of that knowledge and then give it to everybody so that you can take whatever you find valuable that I have to offer or say, add it to what you already know and the things you're going to continue to learn so that you can make the best decisions for your channel, and hopefully you will grow as fast as you want or even faster. And then later on, when you have your 1,000 subscribers, 10,000 subscribers, and whatever it is you want from YouTube, and newcomers are asking you how you did it, hopefully you will turn back to Tuber Chat and say, this is something that you need to follow. So that's my goal. That's why we do it. But if it helps, I always like looking at what everybody has got to offer because we can only watch so many videos. But if you think about it, so Tuber Chat live streams 4 times per week, and we put up 20, 30, 40, sometimes 50 channels per day on the screen. A lot of people come back again and again, but I don't expect that because just because it's convenient for me to live stream right now doesn't mean that everybody can just be there, and I understand that. So we build other things that can help you even when we're not live streaming. But when you're here, we might have a couple or a few hundred people come through over the course of the weekend. That's a lot of channels. But what happens is after I see the same channels over and over and over again, I have a bit of an understanding about what the creator is doing, their consistency, stuff like this. And then there's easy things to pick out on a person's channel, like how active you are and stuff like that. So hopefully I can be encouraging and just kind of maximize value for everybody. So that's why we put the channels on the screen, but I'm happy to do it. Is that Mernin Bites? Am I even reading that right? My vision is not what it once was. Let me have a look. Mummin Bites. Is it Mummin Bites or Mumin Bites? I hope I'm pronouncing that kind of right. I just want to be able to feature you right when you're here. But Thank you for coming in. Smooth Dancing Nick is coming up on the screen right now. Let's see what we've got from Smooth Dancing Nick. I'll have to do a channel search. And then hopefully it's not been too long since Smooth Dancing Nick has said something. Michael's Adventures, thank you for saying you are enjoying it. Like I said, hopefully I can bring value to everybody. Well, I wish for everybody to get what they want out of YouTube. I'm trying to match thumbnails here. Sometimes when we look on a search, we can put quotes, and it might help. So we got to go back to channel, though. If not, I'll use my go-to channel extension, which hopefully is still running in the background there. Okay, it doesn't want to come up right away. We'll try and see what happens here. I thought I just saw it. Smooth Dancing. Hopefully this works. When you run the go-to channel extension from Swap Meet Shops, those people with, they have a channel. I try to support them a little bit. There's Smooth Dancing Nick. Okay, 6 subscribers. So, okay, you don't have any content just yet, but that's okay. So I have to subscribe to you now. I usually don't do that while we're live streaming, but hopefully that connection will stick. So I've just subscribed to you from the Tuber Chat channel. Usually I would follow the proper procedure, but because you don't have a video, I have to take the chance and see. But hopefully I'm your 7th subscriber now. And when you do have content, we'll be ready for you. So that's Smooth Dancing Nick, who's in the chat and supporting people. Yeah, so, yeah, Mama Grace News TV, I certainly hope that there's not a lot of people. I think the truth is that when you sometimes come in a live stream like this, where we're connecting with each other, and then you gain 10 or 20 new family members, and then the next day half of them are gone, I don't think it's that they unsubscribed. I think that's actually very rare. What I think is the trouble is a lot of times people don't follow the proper procedure. They just work too fast. I've been guilty of it, not lately, but months and months ago, and I had to learn the rules, and things got better now. But what can happen is if people don't watch a video in full, like if they don't watch, the truth is it's at least 30 seconds, but I always say a minute for that reason, right? It's not that I want to, you know, bend the truth. It's just I'd rather be safer for everybody and give everybody better information if I can. So that's why I say you have to watch a video that's a minute long. You have to leave a meaningful comment. If people leave just a emoji or the word nice or anything like that, the comment can be sent to the spam folder, but therefore YouTube will purge the connection and you'll lose the subscriber. It's very unfortunate, but that's the way it works. So I could be wrong. There may be more people out there actually subscribing and unsubscribing than I think. But now that we've been running Tuber Chat for a while, right, and I've had my own personal channel and I run other channels, this, that. Now that I've had Tuber Chat running, we're on episode 25. There have literally been hundreds, maybe even more than 1,000 different channels that have come through Tuber Chat over all of this time. And when I run into, especially the familiar faces, over and over and over again in other live streams, I know that those connections worked. So there's always going to be people who will come by very quickly. As soon as people see me put channels on the screen, what happens is sometimes newcomers will come in, they'll leave one message and leave because they think I'm going to feature every channel. Now, I did that by design. When I started Tuber Chat for the first 2, 3, or 4 weeks, I did feature every single channel, but I did that on purpose to let everybody know what we were doing. Now, if somebody comes in, leaves a message, and leaves, they don't understand that I'm not going to put the channel on the screen. I usually only do it after you've been here for 20 minutes or half an hour, and I know that you're connecting, or if you're somebody who's been back again and again and again. So anyway, that's just a long speech, but hopefully the majority of people, especially that you meet at Tuber Chat, are going to be very genuine, are going to follow the procedure. If you follow us on the other social networks, you'll see actually last weekend I banned 2 people because I know that they were not connecting the right way. I didn't give them, trouble about it or anything like that, but they're blocked now. And then as well on Instagram, I've started implementing something on all of our posts where I put a paragraph. Sometimes I use it to reply, sometimes I use it as a comment, but it explains very clearly we are not a sub for sub network. We are focused on quality connections. So if somebody doesn't have the patience and they just want the subscribers, go ahead, because the truth is the majority of those people are not going to be here in the long term anyway. It sucks for all of us. If you look at Tuber Chat or my personal channel, you'll see that I'm subscribed to 2 or 3 times more people than are subscribed to me, because that's just sometimes what it takes. It's unfortunate, but it's the way it works. So what I'm trying to do with Tuber Chat is build it so that we all can help. And as new people come in, we can take them by the hand and guide them and show them the right way so that they don't have to go through the disappointments that come along when people don't share the love genuinely. And then we can build a strong and solid community. Hopefully, the more that you see of me personally and here on Tuber Chat, you'll see lots of other loyal, dedicated supporters. Like, for instance, the Hoops Family Network, as they're pointing out right now. This is the reason why we started Tuber Chat, is to make sure that we're doing not only well for ourselves, we want to teach everybody the right way to connect so that even when you're not with us in the other live streams, you're still connecting, and maybe the community will get a little more solid and a little stronger for everybody. That's what we're hoping for. So anyway, hopefully you guys love listening to my long speeches, because I sure do love to talk. That makes sense, Michael's Adventures. You have to make the right decision for yourself. I will tell you that when I go in certain growth streams, now I am very partial to a couple. I am members of Vern's Junk Closet, which is not so much a growth stream. It's just that she allows people to connect, but I find so much value in her channel that I'm a member. As well, Melda and Amra family and Happy Lux have become friends. Happy Lux very much so. So things might be different in their live streams. But when I go in other people's growth streams, often what I'll do is I'll reach out to a creator and I will say hello first with a little emoji. I don't usually use emoji, so that's why I use them now, because it makes it a little more fun, right? Then I wait for a return. When somebody says hello back, then I know that they're at least paying attention and they're not just chasing numbers. So it's like the one step that I make to see if I can make the connections a little more solid. It works for me, so hopefully it will work for you as well. If you want to try doing that, say hello first, wait for a hello back, and then go and connect. But I will tell you, I always go first. So this is the reason why now, like I said, I am subscribed. You can count. You can see on my channel and on Tuber Chat probably 2 to 3 times as many people who are subscribed to me. But I also understand, and I preach this all the time, you must be willing to give much more than you ever expect to receive in order to get what you want out of YouTube and a lot of things in life. But if you can do that and be okay with it, fair or not fair, doesn't matter, you will end up getting much more than you ever wanted out of YouTube anyway. When you start to see, like, as an example, this is beautiful E-Vlog. She's been back with us again and again and again. But now I'm just going to show you, there's Blogs and Fiction again. I'm just going to show you our personal, the Tuber Chat channel. This list of featured channels are all channels that have also featured Tuber Chat. And the list, when I flip, you think it's limited to 10. Some people may think it's limited to 10 channels, but it's not. You can have much more. YouTube shuffles and randomly shows 10. So you see how the list just changed. So there's some of the same, some different channels on there. My personal list is even longer than the Tuber Chat list for people who have featured So this is what I mean. When you give much more than you expect to receive, the things that are coming back now, both with Tuber Chat and with me personally and this and that, are far beyond what I would have hoped for when I first started a long time ago. And you can see the progression building. That's what I want for everybody. It doesn't cost anything for anybody to have other people be successful. It doesn't hurt me or take away from me. All we're doing when we get subscribers from each other is expanding the pool of subscribers and making it even that much more solid. The more time we can all have people spend on YouTube and keep them coming back again and again and again, the more support we're all going to get out of it. So this is the thing. Foodie Squad is another channel that is very much liked and well respected in the community. Somebody who's a part of that love stream that I was talking about, where what they do, it's almost like a release train. I think they run Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. They all do more live streaming than that anyway, but what they do is they schedule their live streams one after the other. So one of them goes at 12, one goes at 1, one goes at 2, and the crowd can follow everybody one after the other. That's unbelievable true support. They don't all have the same subscribers. They have many of the same subscribers, but they all have their own channels and their own communities as well. Foodie Squad is somebody, like I say, who is very much liked and well respected, has a lot to be learned from. As you see, with well over 3,000 subscribers, is just doing fantastic, and somebody I think everybody needs to connect with. So hopefully everybody's having a good time connecting with each other as well. And I'm just having a look through my just trying to catch up on the chat. I want to see if I've forgotten anybody. I certainly don't mean to forget. So Shoddy World, are you still here? Not forgotten, but skipped over anybody. Shoddy World actually in here? Or were they just, I just clicked on the participant thing. For those of you who live stream and don't already know, when you click on this should be on live chat, not top chat always, so you don't miss any messages. You can miss messages that way. But when you click on participants, you can see everybody who's here. So Shoddy World, I don't know if you're actually here or if you just stepped in for a quick second. Oh, there you are. Okay. Hello, new here. I hope that you're still here now, and I didn't welcome you when you came in, so I hope I didn't lose you. Let's see if Shoddy World is still here. I've seen you before, maybe on my personal channel, I think. I don't know if this is your first time with Tuber Chat, then forgive me for not being sure, but that's okay. I'm very happy that you came by. I hope you're still here. I'd love it if you just say anything in the chat if you're still here, Shoddy World. And then as well, I should just remind everybody, if you need watch hours or you know anybody who does, all of our moderators are willing to swap playlists. Many other people in the chat are willing to swap playlists as well. CyberLife has been here the whole time. I really appreciate all the time you spend with us. So if anybody wants to just let everybody know in the chat, you could just say, I am willing to run playlists for people, and other creators will reach out to you so that you can swap playlists. All of our moderators do it. Even I do it as well. I do it every day for people. I'll leave a message occasionally with my personal account. Michael's Adventure says he's willing to do that as well. And then, yeah, Mr. Joshi, of course. We've got some more to do between us as well. Jaden is willing to do it as well. Positive Mukbanger. Did I not already run? Let's look. Let's just look right now. Now, I have a tendency, I still like pen and paper, and I write notes for myself. So one of the problems that I have, though, is I let time get away from me, and I write all kinds of notes, and I haven't caught up. All of last week's notes, I haven't caught up yet. And I've been running playlists every day. So I've been, like, what I do is I kind of almost schedule it so that I know who I'm running. Oh, CyberLife is hardcore. CyberLife will run on several different devices as well. That's great. Let's look at your playlist here. Positive mukbang. Okay, I don't remember running anything for you because now that I'm looking, so this says run this playlist, please, and I don't remember running that. So I must have not done that yet. But if I have a note for you that I meant to do that, then forgive me. It's just that I haven't got into it yet. What I do, and I don't want to recommend anybody doing anything that is not legitimate. The basic understanding that everybody usually makes with each other is simply you're going to run a playlist for them, they're going to run a playlist for you, and that's it. You're not expected to comment and like every video. You're only expected to run it once and this and that. What I do anyway is I will, if we make an arrangement, then I will run your playlist on repeat for the day. Let's say 12 hours or something like that. And I don't know the truth about whether it counts more than one time or not. It's virtually impossible to know that. I have heard many different stories that say you can run a playlist twice. I don't want to recommend to anybody to ever do that. I'm just saying what I do for people is I will schedule one playlist per day, one playlist per night, depending on the size. If it's a playlist that's 20 hours, then I can't do that, right? But if it's and then I'll just run it for 24 hours. But if it's somebody like Positive Mukbanger here that I'm talking about, I will take this playlist and I would run it on repeat for approximately 12 hours. So I get up in the morning and, at some point, I go to bed around 10, 11 or midnight, right? So around 10, 11 or midnight, I put on a playlist, and then around 10 or 11 in the morning, I switch to somebody else's playlist based on the different agreements. So I want everybody to make the right decision for themselves. You cannot run your own playlist on repeat. You cannot use VPNs. You cannot do unlisted videos. We can make this all move a little bit faster by swapping playlists with each other and making these arrangements, but that's about as fast as you can make it go. I never want anybody to put their channel in jeopardy by doing anything that they shouldn't be doing. So as it is the Positive Mukbanger, did I already add a video from you into the, maybe this is what the problem is too. Have I already added you into my watch later list? Are you still in there or no? I should have already run a video for you. I don't know why we're not even subscribed already. That's very weird. So what I'm going to do right now, I don't know how I missed that when I even had your channel up already. Maybe it's because you've been in Tuber chat but have not been here very long. Sometimes I make everybody wait 20 minutes or half an hour before I put their channel on the screen. What did I do here? I meant to doing something wrong here. Here. I meant to have the Positive Mukbanger. Oh, now it's subscribed. How did that happen? Sometimes my accounts log in and out differently. I don't know what on earth we just witnessed right there. So you'll see I'm logged into Tuber Chat on its real account right now. I also have it listed in a collection of accounts. These are all ones that I own. But under my personal one, Tuber Chat, like I'm a manager, and so like these all come together like this. Anyway, doesn't matter. I'm rambling on for no reason. But sometimes you can, if you have managed multiple accounts, you can find yourself logged in on the wrong one for a moment. So it looked like we were not subscribed, but we are. That's why I got all confused. Anyway, hopefully everybody's having a good time connecting with each other. Mum and Bites, let's look at your channel right now. We had Foodie Squad up there. I don't need the wheel anymore. And if there's anything anybody would like to know, or anything that I can help with, anything that you're struggling with, or you just want to get an opinion on, I'm happy to share whatever I can. I'm happy to go through things. Occasionally at the end of the live streams, we go through things like the featured channels list, or making a playlist, or doing channel art and stuff like that. We can do any of that stuff if anybody would like to. So Mum and Bites, because you're a new connection for Tuber Chat, I don't subscribe or watch videos while I live stream. So I'm going to take your latest video, the Cheesy Mushroom Bites here, and I am going to add it in. I've added it into my watch later list. After the live stream today, I will go through my watch later list and I will watch that video in full. And then I will leave you a genuine comment related to the content of the video, which will be easy because I'll bet those things are delicious. I will give you a thumbs up and I will subscribe to you. And then that way I will make sure that the connection sticks, because we always want to be doing it the right way. Yeah, Georgia Bulldogs, don't worry. What Kristen and I do, we keep a little notebook, or like I use a Google Sheets and stuff like this, and then we schedule. So you can either make notes for yourself like that, however you like to do it, and make a schedule. So you might make an arrangement with somebody and say, okay, we're on Friday right now, so on Saturday I'll run somebody's playlist. On Sunday I'll run the next person. On Monday I'll run the next person. So if I was going to make an arrangement with somebody today, I might say, well, I already have a couple of playlists that I have to run. I will run yours on Monday. Then I make a note and I don't forget. So when I get up on Monday, I already know whose playlist I need to run, and then I could send them their video or screenshots if they wanted and stuff like that. Catherine with Friends, thank you for coming in again. And Cat's Coffee and Convo, thanks for coming in as well. Let's just have a quick look at Catherine with Friends. You've been doing some live streaming lately, I've been noticing. I think I mean to come into your live streams, but you're doing silent live streams. Am I right? Or am I wrong? Am I mistaken about that? Maybe I just saw you doing live streams and I wasn't able to catch you or something, but I thought I recognized you doing some live streaming. Anyway, very active though. 3 days ago, 2 days ago, 1 day ago. So wow, that's something else. I'm glad that you're here. Obviously very active. You're on Instagram and Facebook as well. And hopefully everybody's having a good time connected, connecting with each other. Again, please don't be shy. Everybody's here to connect. So just reach out to anybody that you want in the chat. We're all here for the same thing. And we've talked a lot about playlists as well. For anybody that's willing to run playlists or needs watch hours, you can just let everybody in the chat know right now that you're willing to run playlists, and then people will connect with you and make arrangements. I do it as well. All of our moderators do it. Anybody's free to connect with me if you want to on Facebook or Instagram. Those are the two other networks that I'm most active on when I'm not on YouTube, so that we can message each other. And I run playlists for people every single day. And then some banana pie. Let's share some bananas. That's amazing. For those of you who haven't been in a lot of these live streams lately, Cyberlife, thank you very much. Positive Mukbanger, my pleasure. When you go, I forget who started it. I don't know if I'll ever be able to figure out who started it. But between all the growth streams, one of the things people will say is like, we need more bananas, we need more bananas. It's another way of saying I want more love, or I want to visit more people, or I want more friends and family members and stuff like that. And so it's just funny to see that. It's interesting. You've got a creative way of putting it. So, Cakes, Coffee, and Combo. Let's have a quick look at what you have got going on for us too. I'm glad that you're back. There we go. All right, you've got a new video just today that you put up, so that's great. And then hopefully we can help you push a little bit farther and get some more friends and family members. I should let you know we'll be back tomorrow and Sunday and Monday all at the same time. I live in the Eastern time zone. I live in Niagara Falls, Canada. So our time is right now 8 p.m. We'll be on at 6 p.m. We've been on for 2 hours. We'll be on at 6 p.m. Eastern time again tomorrow and Sunday and Monday. We always do Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change. So hopefully you're subscribed and you've got the bell on so that you don't miss it when you have a chance to come by. Georgia Bulldogs made a video today. Yes, I watched actually Georgia Bulldogs premiere when they were unboxing an Xbox One S, which was a great idea and made me jealous. So it's a great video to watch. It's nice when we have fresh content for everybody to connect with us with, and that's what Cakes, Coffee, and Combo has here. So since we've been on for 2 hours and you guys have listened to me ramble on about a multitude of different things, I'm going to wrap up the live stream for today. So thank you all very much for the time that you've spent. The chat will continue a little while longer for you to connect with people if you'd like to. And then hopefully you'll follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We're also on Reddit, where we have a subreddit dedicated to videos and a thread there based on shopping clicks. The email is tuberchat.com, where I can keep you informed of everything that we're doing as we're doing it. And hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. And hopefully you're subscribed. If you haven't already given us a thumbs up, please do it before you leave. And then we'll hopefully see you tomorrow again or Monday. So thank you. Bye.